This will not be an A-rank game. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matthew.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Elliot.
And welcome to the Super Gaming Brothers Halloweenfest 2013.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
And as we started last year's Halloweenfest with Resident Evil 2, we are back in the Resident Evil universe with the next game in the series.
And my personal favorite,
Resident Evil 3,
the titular Nemesis. And right out the gate, I got a little Resident Evil 3 trivia for you. This wasn't supposed to be Resident Evil 3. Code Veronica was supposed to be Resident Evil 3. Mikami just wanted to make this like a side story.
Konami?
No, Mikami.
The director of the game.
Yeah.
I highly doubt Konami has the same Capcom product.
Well, it's supposed to be like a Gaiden game?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Now, the main reason our big busty bullseye here didn't bother getting the hell out of Dodge while she could was because she wanted to warn as many citizenry as she could to get the hell out of the town.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seemed that every man, woman, and child apparently was under Umbrella's thumb, so needless to say, nobody listened to the S.T.A.R.S, and we're all stuck here, despite the giant fuck-off explosion and the massive stack that files up to my height and your height combined, explaining everything. Good old Brian Irons, you fucking psychopath.
So not a lot of people were able to escape the vicinity of Raccoon City.
Nobody wanted to. They were all under the fucking... Apparently, every man, woman, and child was under Umbrella's thumb. It's sickening. Sad and sickening.
The workforce, the police...
That's the UBCS. We'll find out who those chaps are later.
They're not the BSAA?
No. BSAA is after RE3.
What are you talking about? No such thing. That's BS.
Surprisingly enough, the police try to be competent. But apparently their assault rifles are shit, whereas my pistol's the real gun.
So, like, when exactly does this take place?
This takes place 24 hours before Resident Evil 2 and 24 hours after it. We'll see that later. Look out for the mighty Russian! Oi!
Can you imagine an Irishman just throwing a potato and disguised as a grenade?
A potato bomb.
Yeah. I usually just use potatoes to try to power my alarm clocks. Leave it to the Russians to be creative. Farewell to my life. Farewell to my home. This is my last chance for survival. Instead of just getting the hell out of the city without any problems except for a possible speeding ticket or two, which I'll never have to pay.
Child's play.
Now, Resident Evil 1 kicks off with a bang, literally as we see. And Resident Evil 1 will suffer a problem I'll get into a bit later, in which case Raccoon City's level design is frankly shit.
I'm sorry, did you say Resident Evil 1?
What'd I say?
You said Resident Evil 1.
Twice. You said Resident Evil 1 twice. Resident Evil 3 is so Resident Evil 3, it makes you want to play Resident Evil 1.
Sorry, what I meant to say is that the first half of Resident Evil 3's level design is utter crap. Because it was designed with Japanese streets in mind, despite it being set in an American city. As a result, it's going to look like our city is 90% fucking Alleyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Raccoon City is very fucking condensed.
Not to mention, the level design just looks very slapdash because of it. Like it looks like it takes some cues out of a Mario Brothers game. Level 1 Alleyway, Level 2 Police Station, Level 3 Gas Station, Level 4 City Hall, Level 5 the Raccoon Press. Huh?
Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there! How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here!
No! I'm not going anywhere! I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters! Now leave me alone! I told you! I'm not leaving! Never! Just get away from me.
Spoiler warning, he dies. Anyway, let's get on with the game here. Resident Evil 3 is quite different from its predecessors in the sense, well, the engine's the same, relatively speaking, but you have a few new tools to play with. Quick turn. Press down, tap down in the square and the run button, and you can easily make a 180-degree turn.
Can you, like, imagine a Resident Evil game with a full 360 turn?
That would, I can. 180, 360. There we go.
No, like a full 360. No, just 180 and then another 180. It's a full-on spin.
Well, what tactical application could that serve?
Exactly.
Video games.
Unless Nemesis decided to be entranced by ballet.
Yeah, like no, a video game would be a dodge move.
Hey Nemesis, do you like what you see on the stage? S.T.A.R.S.
Achievement. Spin around 10 times.
He.
Anyway, we get 2 books here telling you how to play the game. That's just commands. I'll explain dodge mechanic a little better. This here is gunpowder accessories. I'll just go right to the page that really matters. It's as simple as putting the gunpowder in the reloading tool and bullets come out. What combination you get, however, is what's most important. A and B are your handgun bullets and shotgun shells. C are your grenade rounds. A and B, A, C, or BC gives you flaming acid. C and C are what we're going to want, because C and C is freeze and C and C are magnum bullets. They're the only things that do any real notable damage to the Nemesis. Freeze rounds are just a bit better than the magnum bullets, but the Nemesis will easily dodge the freeze rounds in comparison, so you may as well go full magnum. However, the gunpowder tool requires a bit more thought into this game. Resident Evil 3 is that kind of game that is perfectly content with giving you a handgun in many situations where you need the shotgun. And I'm not talking as an option, but as the answer, which kind of really starts to hit the game hard in a few areas when you start really hounding for bullets. Again, that's if you go after the Nemesis. I will be going after the Nemesis, all the while complaining to you all why you should not be going after the Nemesis. I'm not kidding. I'm only going...
I will say, because Resident Evil 3 is only a game I've only played maybe once or twice. I played it once on the Dreamcast, and I played it again on the PlayStation 1. And I will say, as a sort of newbie to the series, don't attempt to go after Nemesis on your first playthrough.
It's not even worth going after him at all, really. Because I've used both guns routinely, and they're not... I mean, maybe the handgun is a definite improvement over this piece of shit, but I would recommend killing Nemesis the first 3 times you see him. After that, you got something to either prove, or you've been hounding up your sea powders. I'm not kidding. I'm going to show later on why that's not really worth it, except for the handgun, which is really interesting.
With that advice you're giving, is that pretty much telling us that you're going to be going after Nemesis the first 3 times and nothing?
I'm going after him all 7.
All 7? Well, what do you have to prove?
I want you to see exactly why it's really a bad idea to fight him, in more ways than one.
Well, be sure to save your game before doing so.
I'm going to save my game before killing him and then after killing him. Like I said, this is not an A-rank run.
Well, quote-unquote killing.
Oh yeah, more like knock him down.
Put him to sleep.
Anyway, some zombies here will pick up a fucking speed boost.
That...
Quarter route demonstratum, and I'm bit. You fucker. Resident Evil 3 is a bit harder in the challenge department.
Yeah, I was actually just about to ask you, would you say Resident Evil 3 is harder than 2?
Yeah. But at the same time, there's some things about it, it's like... Down you go. Constantly keep a full gun clip on you at all times. Oh shit.
What about ammo? Would you say Resident Evil 3 is more scarce?
Resident Evil 3 is generous with it to an extent. Oh, how the hell? I thought you were dead. You die.
I am dead.
I'm taking a beating back here earlier than I should.
He's not worth it, man. He's not worth it, man.
No, he is. I don't like getting hit like that. Bullshit.
What happens when you ignore your A&A meetings?
A&A?
A&A, yeah. It's always the...
Atrophy Anonymous?
The devil in the bottle.
I thought it was Atrophy Anonymous.
Atrophy Anonymous?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Carl, and I'm dead. Hi, Carl. How you doing, guys? I'm adjusting to it pretty well, I think. I just lost my middle finger the other day. It really sucked because I was in a traffic incident and I could have cursed and I could have told the other guy how I really felt about him. What a shame.
Aside from that, I lost the ability to use the bathroom.
Oh, I know those feelings.
My kidney ruptured about a few seconds ago.
At least you still have your kidney. Mine disintegrated. Anyway, you may be seeing me here using the knife a little bit. The knife is surprisingly potent in comparison with the handgun, in combination with the handgun, but be prepared to be a little patient. One swipe after full
Jill
bar.
always did stab with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aim downward. You'll get a lot more speed with the knife. Hey, check this out. The boutique. Darn. Beat the game at least once and you get the new costume.
And since we're playing the original PlayStation 1 version, Jill doesn't have as many costumes as she would in the Dreamcast version. Like in
Or the PC version. PC version has a few other costumes as well.
Then I imagine there's also potential for a lot more with mods if it's a PC version.
Oh, yeah.
But,
The costumes she can wield are her S.T.A.R.S uniform, a sexy police girl uniform, a disco uniform, Regina from Dino Crisis, and I think like a rocker kind of uniform. Looks cool. For the most part. Anyway, like I said, I'm still just playing with the knife for a bit, only because I really don't want to piss off too much of my munitions early on. Come on, follow me. There you go, and away we go.
how many times have you experienced all of the different versions of RE3?
I've only played PlayStation.
You've only played PlayStation.
I only know about the Dreamcast and the other one through the another Let's Play I've read. Hey, remember this guy? Chicken shit. Now, a lot of people like to be hard on Brad because he chose to run away when we needed him most, when in reality I actually do nothing but congratulate him for getting the fuck out of Dodge while he could. Brad isn't going to live through this adventure.
As we know by RE2.
Yeah.
Let's see what led to that.
But that's if you don't pick up any items.
Thank you, Brad. I almost whipped out the knife and doinked him to death.
Very true. We forgot about that earlier.
Oh! Brad tells you something's after S.T.A.R.S members and there's no escape. By the way, if you hit the select button, you can skip cutscenes. My
Why
fault.
did you skip the cutscene?
Knee jerk.
No, that's not what you really want to say. It's Brad. That's the punchline.
There's some pretty good ambient music here. I really like the ambient music in this game, by the way. Like, it combines, like, the sound of a desolate city along with the howls of the dead to make you feel truly alone in a way.
We also have some returning pieces from RE2, especially when we start
Especially
exploring.
Files.
Especially when we
This-
start exploring around the RPD area again.
Well, that's more of a homage area if anything else.
Yeah, no, but you know, RE2 is actually my favorite soundtrack in the classic series. So,
What about the current generation?
current generation,
Yeah.
it's either RE5 or 4, really.
Now, there's a dilemma here with the gunpowder tool I forgot to talk about earlier. How you spend your munition is up to you, but try to put a little thought into how you do it. Because you can either run yourself into one of two situations. Either you won't have enough munitions for the mobs around the town, or you'll have enough for the munitions around town, but be absolutely foobarred on Nemesis. The problem with that, when I say that, is because it's never really clear to the player when exactly Nemesis is going to be a random encounter. Oh! No! I just fucking... I did a 360 right into him twice.
There's your 360 spin.
Jerk.
Happy now, ass swipe.
Yeah.
I forgot where I got that move from. That line from.
Anyway. The game also has a randomization mechanic I'll get into later.
Dynamic playthroughs.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice flair to it.
How about that shit?
I say I practiced too, and I'm in yellow already. Good start, man. Anyway, get a little closer. Hug around the barrel. Beautiful.
Nice.
Crispy. Hey-oh. Anyway, I'm going to burn this rope, go through the gate, and then come back in. Because that zombie nearly took a bite out of Jill and a bite out of crime.
Use the lighter to burn the rope.
The rope soaked with oil. Because Resident Evil 3.
Because fucking fire's not enough.
Yeah, right? Fire. Now, I reset their location, the placement of their location, so I'm able to come back here safely. There was a whole bunch of guys there posing for their little photo opportunity. What timing, you know? Raccoon City's finest. RPD forever.
Yeah, I pulled up an image of Jill's Resident Evil 3 costumes. I'm assuming these are all Dreamcast. But you can get... Which ones can you get in the PS1 version?
Disco, rocker, business, stars, and a sexier police uniform. Holy shit, fire dog!
I'm on fire!
The
Dog speaks English?
Hey, you're ready for the dogs. Meanwhile, the dog's just not giving a fuck.
I'm being stupid here.
Yes, you are.
Nah, because usually I cheese them, so I don't have to waste the bullets.
You run past them and
No, I just cheese them.
you just shoot them from a distance.
Nah, cheese them.
What do you mean by that?
Stun lock.
Remember, they're dead.
Yeah. they have a mouth and they can scream.